Welcome back to the Gentleman's Gazette. In today's video, we're going to put you on the spot and ask the question, are you wearing the right watch? It should come as no surprise that watches come in all shapes, sizes, and prices. There's no denying that it can be difficult to navigate the watch world, especially in today's marketplace, where it seems like more and more companies are doing things as gimmicks just to be unique. As a Gentleman's Gazette viewer, chances are that you agree that watches should look good and be functional, but you know that many watches are sold like cars. There's more of a focus on specs than actual practicality. There's often no bigger picture element of if the watch will actually fit into your lifestyle. Simply put, watch manufacturers want to tell you what makes the watch cool, and that's their blanket way of selling them. But it's increasingly rare to see a line of watches that's targeted towards one audience. Plus, there are certain brands and models out there that are heralded as status symbols, but this doesn't mean that you should just buy one and it'll work for you. After all, it's all a result of marketing. I mean, so many people want to own a Rolex Submariner, but how many people actually go diving? And does such a sporty watch go with everything in your wardrobe? Some of our choices might even surprise you. So let's dive in. You might wonder how all this is going to work. Well, if you're a fan of the Gentleman's Gazette, you'll know that on our website, we have a gentleman's quiz. But if you are new around these parts, you can check out and find the link to that quiz down in the description below. Taking this quiz will help you get a better understanding of where you are in your menswear journey. And it all culminates in the assignment of a gentleman's personality that is closely fit to you. And it'll also recommend a tailored list of articles specifically for you. You can think of it as sorting you for your Hogwarts house.
Right then. Right.
Even though there will be less talking clothing. I mean, could you imagine every time you put on a suit and you heard Raphael's voice? That'd be kind of weird. As we list each personality type, we will list two watches that we think go great with it. One that we'll call the indulgent choice if you have the cash to splash and you want to pass this along to the next generation. The other option is in the more affordable price range. This is one that we think a lot of people can pick up. I strongly urge you to do the quiz anyway. It's a lot of fun and you'll learn a thing or two. Before we go any further in the video, I'm going to pause a minute to let you go and do that. Okay, and you're back. So let's get started with our first category of gentlemen. As the dandy gentleman, you're very comfortable making a statement, wearing bright colors, and things that people don't often find or see. So for you, we picked this Bovet. It's extremely rare. They only usually make 30 pieces in a collection at a time. It's pretty unusual, comes in unique colors. This one in the image is green, which is perfect for someone who likes bold colors and styling. And what makes this special is we actually got you two for the price of one. You can actually take the strap off and make it into a pocket watch. What's a dandy without a pocket watch? And with the element of choice, you'll always be keeping people on their toes. This watch sits at around $60,000, so it has a steep price point. It's extremely individual, unique, hard to get, perfect for a dandy. For our affordable choice, we'll recommend the Seiko Presage Cocktail. This is the more affordable option that will hit all the right notes. These watches are inspired by a range of different cocktails. They have an elegant shimmer to the dial. This one is a very icy blue. Prices can fluctuate between $300 and $500, making it easy for most people to pick this up. And after all, if you're matching your watch to your cocktail, that's like the most dandy thing ever. Next up is the Classic Gentleman, and this is our most popular category on our Gentleman's Gazette quiz. Our indulgent choice here is the classic Patek Philippe Calatrava. If you're a classic gentleman, you'll want to watch that's a little bit quieter, a little bit more under the radar, but still has luxury and refinement. We go more into the history of the Patek Philippe Calatrava in this video here, but it's safe to say it's an icon of timekeeping. And stylistically, it'll go with really everything in your wardrobe. You can wear it with that gray flannel suit or with a blazer and chinos. And if you're a classic gent who likes evening wear, it looks great with a tuxedo or a dinner jacket. With prices around $25,000 and more and long waiting lists, this is a watch to certainly save up and is an indulgent choice. If you want to skip those waiting lists, let's help you get something a little bit sooner. Actually, a lot sooner. So for our affordable choice, we'll choose the Orient Symphony. Orient isn't a new brand when it comes to affordable, high-quality timepieces. In fact, they are loved by many. So if you don't have the cash for a Calatrava, this is a watch that you can certainly enjoy. It has a simple, clean dial, classic coloring, and a touch of vintage inspiration without being stuck in the past. Honestly, I could make a whole video on the Orient Bambino and Orient dress watches and how they're great for classic gentlemen. So if you want to see a video on that, let me know down in the comments below. With prices around $100 to $200, I'd say this one is a no-brainer. Next up is our aspiring gentleman. Perhaps you're someone who's just getting started on their sartorial journey and you don't have a lot of cash to drop on an expensive watch. The name of the game here is to keep everything at a very reasonable price. And that even includes our indulgent choice. That's why we went for the Tissot Gentleman for our higher priced option here. So if you want to go for an automatic movement to admire the sweep of the seconds hand, then you're looking at an average price of around $700 to $800. If you don't care about the movement, you can get the exact same watch in quartz for $300 to $400. And if you're really cash strapped, you can save $30 by choosing the leather strap rather than the metal bracelet. And ultimately, if you want to spend a little bit more, it really is up to you. We chose this one because stylistically, it looks really good with a variety of outfits. This Tissot is perfect for the aspiring gent. You are bound to enjoy your very first nice watch. And I mean, literally, it has gentleman in the name. This watch is like made for you. And if you're looking for something even more kind on the wallet, let's look at the Rotary Cambridge. Prices float around $150 to $200, but once again, this is another Swiss heritage brand that you can purchase at this price point. This watch takes notes from many other iconic rectangular watches like the JLC Reverso and the Cartier Tank. You're able to enjoy this stylish choice without having to drop 5, 7, 10 grand. It's a classic design that has a quartz movement, so you'll know that it'll keep ticking even if you leave it on your nightstand for a week. And of course, there are other watches in this category that we could choose from. In fact, at the same price point, if you don't like the rectangular design, you could go pick up that Orient Bambino. But hey, we wanted to give you several different options. Up next is our modern gentleman. In this category, you really like stylish things, but you want them to stick within the 21st century. This probably also means that you're up to date on what a lot of modern luxury watches look like. It probably won't come as a surprise to you that our pick comes from the German watch brand Nomos. Nomos is a relatively new brand, and they've been making watches since 1990. With a price range of $1,400 to $6,000, but I'd say comfortably sitting in the $2,000 to $3,000 range, this is a great choice. Really, any of them would fit well in with the modern gentleman's aesthetic nicely. Sleek, minimal designs with a fresh take on watchmaking ensures a perfect balance for your modern lifestyle. They're not gimmicky, but they're also not too dressy, and if you're someone who is a modern gentleman who has a little bit of personality, they also have some really fun dials. Whether it's denim and a pair of sneakers or a sport coat and chinos, this watch will look great. Now, on the affordable end of the scale, we have to pick the lovable digital Casio. After all, you can keep all your smartwatches and Apple Watches. This will be the only digital watch for me. This iconic retro design is more popular than ever. Many wearers love the better balance that it affords them. They have a watch with multiple functions without having a giant glowing screen. The best part is this watch is insanely affordable. You can pick them up from $25 to $50. And if you like the design, arguably this has the best bang for the buck out of everything in this video. Our final category is the vintage gentleman. We know that many of you fit into this category and you've been waiting patiently for this part of the video. You're someone who loves the historical significance of things and finds a way to incorporate that into your wardrobe. Of course, pocket watches would be an easy fit in this category, but we're going to take a slightly different approach. We'll start with our indulgent choice, the Vacheron Constantin Historiques, specifically the Historiques American 1921. Around the 1920s, cars and car racing really started to boom in popularity, so people became interested in tracking how fast their cars could go. But keeping track of time while driving wasn't easy because cars at this time didn't have power steering. I mean, look at this poor guy. He just wanted to exit his driveway. So tilting the position of the watch dial made it easier to track the time while in the car. And while driving is a lot easier today, this change of design still is useful. Aside from the fantastic backstory, this watch is perfect for those who love a vintage style. Subtly elegant Arabic numerals, a sub-second hand, and an 18-karat cushion-shaped case instantly take you back to the golden age of style. This comes in from one of the Holy Trinity watchmakers, Vacheron Constantin, and will set you back about $37,000. You can be assured that this style will look good years to come. For a more affordable choice, we'll take a slightly different vintage spin and look at the 1960s and the Timex Marlin. Capitalizing on the love for thin, slim, minimal watches of the time period, the Timex Marlin is a perfect fit. The unique mid-century modern design really hasn't changed from the original models. And although you can now purchase this watch in a more modern 40mm, the 34mm version will be perfect for you vintage gentlemen. After all, vintage watches are usually much smaller than modern watches, as we discuss in this video. You'll also likely appreciate the hand-wound movement, which is more of a vintage aspect in a watch. Being able to have a connection to that type of watch certainly is also living the vintage lifestyle. At around $200, the Timex Marlin is a great way to add a little bit of Mad Men style into your life. As a bonus for our vintage gentleman personality, we'll add one more. Really, anything vintage. The reason why we're adding this is because vintage watches can really fit into either the affordable or indulgent category, with vintage watches ranging from $100 to $100,000. The biggest thing to look for is to scout out the condition of the watch. There are so many good-looking models out there, but make sure to bump up your vintage watch knowledge before you buy one. Most of all, have fun. Preston recently picked up a great vintage Benris, and he loves it. Now that we've put all of our selections for the gentleman's personality types out there, a few more notes. First up, size matters. Now, all jokes aside, you really have to be aware of your wrist size, as that won't change much. Most watches are sized by the case diameter, so make sure to pick one that is great for you. Some people say that 40mm is the universal size, but if you're a gentleman with a smaller wrist, a smaller watch will look better on you. Each watch is going to wear differently, so if you can, try them on before you buy. Second, straps are invaluable. One of the cheapest ways to change up the look of your watch is by swapping out the strap. So when you're looking to buy a new watch, take a look at some of the other strap possibilities that there are. It's kind of like buying a house. You don't have to keep the walls red. And although our dandy gentlemen might want to have more straps in green and orange, this is really a good rule for everyone. Finally, remember that you don't have to spend a lot of money to look good. We've previously looked at iconic watches for a budget price and Rolex alternatives. Our overall point with collecting is that watches really shouldn't break the bank, and if you can't afford something, buy something for less. If you have fun with it, you'll love your timepieces even more. Let us know down in the comments below, did we pick the right watch for you? Did I miss something? Please let me know. In today's video, I'm wearing a business casual combination with a sports jacket and denim. My sports jacket is in Marlin & Evans undyed wool from the Polish menswear brand Pozeska. My jeans are dark selvedge denim from Bravestar. My boots are a pair of Wolverine 1000 miles in dark brown. My socks are a prototype for Fort Belvedere. This is a heavy fall-winter sock in gray and black. My pocket square is a blue and purple hunting motif pocket square. It has deer and rabbits on it. If you're interested in this pocket square, or maybe you want to keep your eye out for these socks when they come out, check out the Fort Belvedere shop in the description below. Many of the watches in today's video were sent by our friends at Delray Watch. They're not a sponsor of the channel, but they send over watches for us to video, and it helps us out a lot.